It's you. You're the evil resident. I'm not kidding. That's an actual line from the movie. The one on Netflix, Resident. Yes. Zootopia porn is canon. One of the characters talks about partaking in such activities, also in the movie. And then, of course, let's not forget that the T virus is not like COVID. You don't have to social distance. Also, a line from the movie. Now, when I was hearing about that, I was a little bit taken aback because it's a movie that doesn't care about the original spirit of what made Resident Evil great, and that's a horror show. Like, you're supposed to be afraid. It's like it's supposed to be spooky. But when you actually watch this garbage, it's more of a teen drama type of thing with zoomer humor, incredibly unlikable character. And yet, for some mysterious reason, this was the #2 most watched on Netflix. XXX. Critics BTFO'd. Like, people like me, look, I have no idea what makes a good TV show anymore. Like, this was such a masterpiece. This was a classic. When you will have a child, you shall push him in front of a television with a big red letter N, which is the Netflix logo, and you will have to show him Resident Evil because it's such an American masterpiece, on par with Forrest Gump and Top Gun. I mean, you would put the Mona Lisa next to this. It is just an amazing American creation, a modern thing which came out from the current year. Clearly, I mean, look at this. Look at it. I mean, the critics, like myself, we have no idea what the fuck we were talking about. There is absolutely no reason to criticize this unless you are a racist. If you are a racist, then of course you will not like it. I mean, in modern day, seeing minorities on television, racists are the only ones who cannot handle this. So why is it, may I ask, that this modern Shakespearean take by Netflix got cancelled then? What happened? I mean, it was so amazing, right? Everyone was watching it. Every one of my friends was watching it. Like, there were memes on the internet constantly about this, right? Because that's how you know when a movie is actually watched. People make memes of it. Haven't seen many of that, but like for some mysterious reason, probably because people were watching it again. They didn't have time to make the memes. Like, they would finish watching an episode and it was so amazing, they watched it again and again and again. That's the only explanation that I can think of. Clearly not because it sucked. So there are two possibilities here. Number one, Netflix is so shit. It is so shit that even if you manage to get the second most watched TV show, it's still not profitable. You still don't make money. Like, the quality of Netflix is so fucking abysmal at this point that even like their second most viewed movie will not make any money, right? So that is one possibility. The other possibility is that Netflix is full of shit and they're fidgeting the numbers for market purposes. But no, they wouldn't do that because that's a conspiracy theory. Oh, people never conspire, especially not for financial gain. Oh, how can I suggest something like this? Oh, I hope that the terms of service on social media will crack down on this evil channel that pushes evil conspiracy theories. Oh, an American company lying to make money? No, like that would never. Why would I even suggest something like that? Why would I even hypothesize something? No, clearly Netflix is absolute shit. But all jokes aside, I mean, would it even be surprising at this point if companies did this? I mean, who else has access to their data? Who else has access to their algorithm? Because again, like, this was just, critics like myself. Oh, they showed us. They showed us what's what. So I definitely think that this might be a marketing ploy. That they're just inflating the numbers in order to try to convince people, hey, you're missing out on this great show. Should watch it. Like, look how popular it is. Oh, it got canceled. Apparently, it was too expensive to make. Now, I'm not an expert, but it's like if it's the second most watched, it should make some revenue in return, right? Like, and by the way, I looked at it, it didn't look that expensive. I mean, I seen more expensive stuff. It wasn't Star Trek, Discovery. I mean, that one has a lot of special effects. It wasn't Game of Thrones, where you have armies on the set with hundreds of actors wearing convincing-looking armor, specially designed for that movie, with horses, by the way. Wasn't that? Was mediocre. But for some reason, it was too expensive. I mean, I take their word for it. Who am I to disagree? Funny how Stranger Things didn't get cancelled. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if Resident Evil is more watched or less watched than Stranger Things. Because the thing is, like, everyone talks about Stranger Things. I see memes of it. Which is why I know it's popular. And Stranger Things didn't get cancelled. The showrunners, they're saying, like, look, we're running out of a story. So I know it's profitable, but let's stop milking the cow once it's dead. Which is a good thing to do, by the way. Like, if something doesn't have any further story to tell, just move on. Create something else. So apparently Netflix had hoped that the word of mouth would help contribute to an eventual surge in viewership for the fledgling action horror series. Yeah, it was exactly the opposite. It was like, don't fucking watch it. It's a waste of your time. Just don't even bother. Like, they hate Resident Evil. Which is mind-boggling why they chose to make a show called Resident Evil. Why couldn't they have made something else with zombies? They could have done that. Like, they could have made something else with zombies and maybe it would have been better. No, probably not. I mean, dude, you are the evil resident. Like, when you say that, you lost the plot. Another notable factor in its cancellation was the fact that Resident Evil also failed to find any love amongst viewers. Both those who were fans of the original games and those who went into the series blind, as writing of the series currently holds a rotten score. And look at this, why are these people getting fired? Please let me know. Like, these are the experts, right? The experts are saying 55%. Why is there no accountability for the experts? Because here's the thing. There's thousands of people in the average audience score. It's only like a couple of dozens. And these are the people that are telling you how you should spend your time and money, right? Like, if you don't have a lot of time at hand and you're looking for some entertainment, you should trust the experts. But for some reason, yet again, they seem to be wrong. I'm curious as to why. 55%. Holy shit. That's a passing grade. This doesn't pass. So anyway, what is an expert? It's a person like you can be an expert. Do you know how you can be an expert? Get a job at a multi-billion-dollar corporation like The Guardian, like New York Times, and you become an expert. All of a sudden, you understand cinematography. Like right now, if you give a bad grade to Netflix, to Resident Evil on Netflix, sorry, if you give a bad grade to it, you're an average Joe. You're an angry troll online. Get a job at the New York Times, all of a sudden, boom, you understand cinematography. Now your word carries weight. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.